Hello, so today's gonna be a little bit of a fun game. Just kind of playing some random games. That kind of worked out really nicely. So this game, what's the galaxy that we end up with? Let's see here. So this game's gonna be kind of fun. Oh, I got support anvil is mine. So I'm kind of playing this game. I think a lot of the times, early game is really hard this set because I think that the best things you can do are take like very directional augments, because a lot of the comps that are really strong are the reroll comps, and if you're not playing a reroll, it feels like you kind of have to go fast 9, right? If you're not going fast 9, like there's one or two options in like Kaisa and Syndra, but those lines, unless you have like a really good spot for them, I feel like it's just too difficult, because it's even worse than being contested Kaisa, in my opinion, feels worse than being contested like Yasuo, or sorry, Yone, for example, right? Because a Yone 2 is very stable, but a Kaisa 1 is not very stable. So if you just don't high roll into the Kaisas and are able to like go 9 and cap your board or stabilize around your board, it's very bad, right? So what that means is like, it kind of feels like, you know, you usually want to take an augment that's very direction seeking. And as well as taking spat augments are also really good, because you can stockpile spat augments, right? So what I'm leading up to is that in this, as a first augment, something that I always take if I have the chance is either Wandering Trainers, 2 or 3, or whichever one, like the gold or the prismatic one. Because getting the extra spats kind of guarantees you a certain threshold of strength, right? It gets you to like a certain breakpoint. Like imagine having like a Faded +1, a Storyweaver +1, right? A lot of the vertical trades, Dragon Lord +1, as you maybe saw in one of the last videos that I was doing with Dragon Lord emblems. It puts you in a good spot, right? So I just take Wandering Trainer here because I see it. And what do I hit? I hit Heavenly Altruist. Now Heavenly Altruist is very fucking strong, right? Because Altruist and Heavenly, they fit naturally together in Soraka. But it's also like a very go 9 board. So here I hit support anvil. I'm probably just gonna be playing vertical Heavenly, right? Because I have 7 Heavenly. Now typically when you have Heavenly, there's like the Fine Vintage ZZ Rot line, because the Heavenly stats all apply to the ZZ Rot as well. So you just make like another Giga unit, right? That has like a bunch of armor, a bunch of everything, right? So that's why ZZ Rot I took, which was pretty good. I could have taken like Banshees or something. Banshees would have been good if I was contesting or hard forcing Yone. I don't really have Yone items here, right? I don't really know if I'm playing Yone, but typically if you see you have a Heavenly spat, the highest version of this comp is just to play Yone, right? It's also really good for tempoing to 9. It's good for in between. It's just good, right? So if you're playing Yone, the best thing you can get for Yone is Banshee's Veil. So that was the other option. I ended up just taking ZZ Rot because I was like, I think this game came like in the middle or after I just like lost with Yone or something like that. So I just didn't even consider it. I was like, I don't want to touch that unit, right? Because sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It's just so annoying. It's always like contested. Like I think the game I just played, it was like 3-way contested, and that's why I went 5th. Right? Because like even double contested, it's fine a lot of the times. I just don't like it, and I find it really unfun. So I want to play a board kind of like what I'm showing here. I want to play like vertical Dragon Lords Heavenly, which was like an old Heavenly line, right? There's like multiple lines you can play with Heavenly. They're just all worse than Yone, right? So there is Heavenly, and then you play Kayn and Morgana, right? So that's like the max cap. Like if you get to level 10 with Yone, typically you put in the Morgana for the Sage. But instead what you can do is you can just play around tempoing and rolling on 8, and then you just play Kayn Morgana, and you play Kayn Morgana and all the Heavenly units, and then you have like 7 Heavenly Kayn Morgana and its primary Kayn carry. You could play Heavenly Dragon Lords, so then you level to try and fit in like Rakan and Lee Sin, and then you just have a bunch of attack speed until everybody just goes nuts, and like your whole board is like a carry. And you could also play that with Sage as well, so you can play like Morgana, Dragon Lords, right? So there's some other options, right? I think these options will be better or will be more viable if Yone gets nerfed, right? Because like Yone being like Yone 2 is probably better on your board than a Morgana 2. Honestly, if we're being like real here, like real talk between like some homies playing TFT, right? Anyways, this guy has a Zizira and he's playing all heavenly, and I'm thinking in my head like, what the fuck? Like really? I have a heavenly spat. Like really? We're contesting, but it's fine. I'm kind of committed towards playing vertical. I do lose against him because he has so many upgrades. I don't know what he did. He's level 4 0 gold. Like, did he just roll for heavenly units? Or did he just natural all of them and that's why he has no gold? Like, he has 6 Malphites. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's just going Malphite. I feel like he was going Malphite Kha'Zix reroll. And he rolled all his gold on 0. Like, rolled his gold to 0 because of it. Which is why I'm looking at his spot. I'm like, that's kind of dumb. So I'm okay with this. I'll just contest and I'll just level, right? I'll go 9 because that was my plan anyways. I take Rod because I'm putting Morello on a unit. One thing I did in PBE that was really strong is I hit Soraka 3 with like the Dragon Lord Altruist. Like I hit Soraka 3 with Rakan and like some other dudes and whatnot. And 7 heavenly, and Soraka kind of went nuts, right? Soraka was just so much damage, right? So I kind of value deep down Soraka carry, and I think a lot of people don't. And I think in the stats she's also kind of shit. So you know, I think it's not the best line to go towards, but that's what I'm kind of building towards. I'm building items like, okay, Soraka's good Morello holder. Maybe I can make like Shojin, JG, like something like that. Here I swap out, I'm just optimizing. I swap out one unit for I swap out Amumu for Jax because Amumu is just a better unit. So I'm just trying to get as much I'm trying to preserve as much HP as possible so that I can maybe go 9 with my board, right? I'm kind of getting railed by everybody, right? This guy wasn't even close. The other guy wasn't really close. I'm also not streaking because I won my first 2 and now I lost 2. So it might turn into like a reroll, but maybe like a reroll on 7. If I natural some Yones, maybe I can play towards Yone, but I don't know. I just hate playing towards Yone. Here I'm just like, fuck it, another support item. Fuck it, another support item. I should just take Banshees. See, this, I think this was just tilt, right? Okay, I end up taking it. No? Come on. Bro, don't take Virtue. Oh. This is just tilt. So this game started out with like some tilt, as you can see. There's a little bit of tilt here, right? The tilt is that I just refuse to play Yone this game. I'm pretty sure it's because this game came after I lost with Yone. I'm pretty sure I was just like, I don't want to deal with that anymore. Because like I think the game that I recently played, I don't know because the tracker isn't up. I didn't have the tracker up because I was playing late at night and I think it broke. I think like I know this game based on like the timeline is close to there was like a Yone game that I played where I had 3 Yones on state. Like I had Yone 2 on 2-1, right? Like I got dropped 2 Yones and there was a Yone in my shop and I had a BT. So I made BT Yone and I went 5th from that spot because what happened is there was 2 people that hit Gargantuans and had 0 Yones, but then they just found all the Yones when they rolled on 7. I didn't find any. And because of that, like I had to tempo level and my spot wasn't as good because I got the Yone 2 earlier than them. I didn't get good picks on carousels and I didn't get good drops from my neutrals, and I just went like hard 5th because they just had like double Bis Yone holding all the units and I had nothing, and I didn't have a good pivot because like I was just playing it because I had the Yone 2 from the start. So I think that game is why I don't want to play Yone from this spot. But just as a teachable moment, this was always a Yone game. You just play Yone. It's so good, right? So so if you're in this spot, you take Banshees and you hard force it. if there's, because in the lobby, if there's nobody playing Yone, which I think there's nobody right now angling Yone, there's one guy that took Gargantuans who might pivot into it. But you should just be aware. Anyways, there's a Kha'Zix in my shop that I should buy. There's a Kha'Zix in my shop that I should buy. Buy the Kha'Zix. Nice. I might just level to 6 here just to play Dragon Lord, Sage. Yeah. Well, it's not Dragon Lord, it's just Sage, but... Smite my board a little bit. Because I don't want to lose too many more fights because I want to be able to preserve HP because my max cap here is going 9. All right. Yeah, let's do some damage. I think I win this fight, which is good for me. Yeah, and the other guy that rolled to 0 and was holding a bunch of Heavenly, he's playing like Kha'Zix reroll for some reason. Now, I don't think Kha'Zix reroll is bad, but you don't roll for Kha'Zix. Like, the guy has no econ now. Like, it's definitely not, like, good. It's not like a forcible comp, right? When I say a forcible comp, it's not a comp where you could just pivot into it or hard roll for it without having, like, the opener for it. Because you saw the guy light up that he had Kha'Zix 3, so it's kind of bad. Here I want to go 9, so I'm debating if Raining Gold or Balanced Budget is better, right? I think Balanced Budget is better. Raining Gold is better if you live longer, right? Because Balanced Budget is 7 gold for 4 rounds, so it's 28 gold. The other one is 18 gold plus 1 per round. So you have to live to stage like 6 in order for it to pay off. So that's why I just took that's why I just took Balanced Budget, because I'm like, am I really gonna live till 6? It's like, no, I kind of need the cash injection a little bit earlier than that. Now the 18 gold does make you hit the interest thresholds a little bit sooner, but I was like, I just want more gold to work with in case I have to roll on 7, right? That's essentially my thought process. Raining Gold is better if you hit it like earlier, right? Like if it's like 3-1 or if it's 2-1 augment, then yeah, Raining Gold will pay out in stage 5, right? And you're definitely gonna live to stage 5. But yeah, this Heavenly guy just, I don't know what he's doing. Like, he saw somebody with a Heavenly spat and he decided, this is the game I go Kha'Zix reroll. This is the game I'm Kha'Zix Malphite. It's like, what? It's like, bro, like, what? Like, he hit, but like, I don't know, that doesn't sound right. Anyways, this Treasury Armory, I would just take Thieves Gloves, honestly. I feel like Thieves Gloves is good in this comp because your units all become monsters late game, right? Like, if you can make it to 7 Heavenly, all your Heavenly units become monsters, right? Yeah, and I would just stack Thieves Gloves on everybody. Yeah, because I already took 1 Thieves Gloves. Maybe I hit Lucky Gloves, who knows? I put on the Malphite because, yeah, fuck it, let's go. Kick our Malphite. And I'm just kind of debating, like, do I tempo level or do I, like, what do I do here? I have some spending cash to work with. I'm fighting the guy with the Kha'Zix 3, which is great for me because I'm just going to lose. He got a Heavenly +1 as well, which kind of sucks, honestly, because it makes him a little bit stronger, and I would rather you just lose. But if you look at this fight, like, I'm not that strong, right? Like, I'm not the strongest in the lobby. It's not looking that bad, right? Considering he has a Kha'Zix 3, right? I have, like, no upgrades. I have a Kiana 1. His Kha'Zix is half health. His Malphite's half health, right? That's what I mean. The comp isn't that good. Imagine if I had a Yone. Imagine if I naturaled a Yone on my board. I would win 100%, right? There's a Yone. I should probably take the Yone. Look at me. Look at me being tilted and not taking the Yone. Oh, I guess that guy is pivoting into the Yone line, so it worked out. I take the Rod. Yeah, the tier's good. Yeah, it's a good option, I think. I don't have Shred, but my comp is going to be flickering between AP and AD, so Shred's a little bit hard to deal with. I also have the Kill. The Kill for now, so I can postpone it until later. But Tier is a Shred item because you can make a static Shiv. right? So now I'm thinking, do I play Morgana? I want to put Morgana in over somebody, but then I lose my Shred from my Kale, so I'm like, you know, maybe I just wait. But this is me playing towards like the vertical, like the one I was talking about before, where you play Sage and maybe a Kayn, and you play like Sage, Ghostly with the Wukong, and you kind of fit in that board. But yeah, I have to put in Necro and I have to put in Kha'Zix, right? But right now I'm not putting in those extra units because I am playing. Those extra units would probably be strong. It's just debatable, right? Because the Kale with the Shred, I really like to have on my board because I feel like it's more reliable, so to speak, than to have like a Necro one, a Kha'Zix one, and just hope that my heavenly buffs make my board strong enough. Yeah, I don't know how I convert this into like a Giga top 4. Like this, I think this game went really well for me at one point. I think I must have naturaled a Wukong or something, right? Because look at the spot, it doesn't look that insane, right? Like, does this look like a top 4 spot? This looks like maybe a bot 4. You know what I mean? Right, I'm 50 HP. Going into stage 4, maybe 40 HP. Like, I'm gonna have to hard roll on oh, you know what it is? I probably hit a Hui. Yeah, I probably hit a Hui. That's probably what happened. Like, one of the biggest high rolls you can hit with this, if you're playing like vertical heavenly, you're not playing towards Yone, one of the biggest things you can hit is a what's his name? Is a Hui. The reason Hui is so good is because you just duplicate your Malphite, and in like 5 or 6 turns, so basically one stage, just duplicate Malphite, you hit a Malphite 3, and it gives your whole board a bunch of armor, right? So then everything just kind of becomes unkillable. And you can do the same with Kha'Zix if you have enough time, but typically you don't. So I think what's going to happen is I'm just going to play Hui. I'm probably going to natural a Hui. I'm going to duplicate the Malphites, and I'll just Giga Spike off of that, right? Because Malphite 3, basically the way Heavenly works is that when you... every star level, every unit gives you a certain stat to your whole team. So Malphite gives armor and magic resist to your whole team. If you hit Malphite 2 or Malphite 3, it bonuses that, right? It makes it more. And it's the same when you hit more heavenly units. So if you play 7 heavenly, the bonus is 240%. And then if you hit 3 Malphites, it's like an extra, I think 90%. So basically it's like triple the amount of armor and MR. So basically everybody just gains like 50 armor and MR almost, right? Which is a lot. It's a shit ton. So it's like really good, right? Do I level to 8 here, or do I just roll on these odds? Also, I didn't hit any Shred, which sucks. I needed a bow. Okay, I have 7 heavenly now. Yeah, there's the Hui. Yeah, I figured. Looking at my spot, this was definitely a I lose out here if I don't hit something giga strong. Yeah, it was the Hui. And now Hui is gonna be my Morello holder. I have a blue buff for Morgana. I can make a BT for somebody. I just make BT Kiana. Yeah. So this game was just a high roll game. This wasn't a skill. Like, I just played better. I kind of just... Hey, you know what? Everybody has to hit something. Let's go! Let's go! Malphite 3 incoming! I could probably just push levels now as well with this way, right? Like, I can literally just go 8 next turn, because I don't have to roll anymore, because I can just hit Malphite 3 and just fuck all the other heavenlies. I'll just natural 1 copy of them. Martyr's great here, because I also have the ZZ Rot. Yep, what am I doing? I'm pushing levels. Oh, baby, it's a first. Oh, I hit a Rakan. It's fucking over. Oh shit, it's over. Get rid of the Diana. Fuck it, get rid of the Diana. Or you know, get rid of that, that's fine. I'm 4 Altruist. I'm gonna be Malphite 3. My board's gonna be unkillable. It's actually gonna be unkillable. Look at this. I don't even have to play 6 heavenly. Fuck the Kha'Zix. Okay, so how many turns is it? It's 3 turns, right? Or 4 turns? 1, 2, 3. There's 4 turns left. So on stage 5, I'll have Malphite 3. So right now, Altruist gives everybody like 40 armor and MR. And then I'm gonna get another like 50 from Malphite. My whole team's gonna have like 100 armor. Like my team's gonna be unkillable. I just go straight to 9 now. Right? And I have a way with Morello, so it's not like he does 0 damage. He does a lot of damage as well. Yeah, GG. GG, shake my hand. GG. The game's over. Like, look at my board, right? Like, I think that's a Kiana 1, and she's still not dead. The Z0's still not dead. There's too much defensive stats now, because I hit the Rakan as well. Yep, Malphite 2, 3 more turns, have Malphite 3. Because Malphite's a 1 cost, so it only takes 1 turn to duplicate. So you can just, like, grind it out really fast, right? It's just like, okay, yep, let's just get Malphite 3. Mind you, the strat doesn't always work. I'm pretty sure if I don't have Rakan or Hui here, I'm probably just rolling on 7 for upgrades and trying to just like stabilize on 7. But it's actually very difficult. Yeah, this was very, very high roll. Right? I don't wanna sit here and try and talk to you guys like I'm the greatest TFT player ever. Right? I'm gonna be honest I'm gonna be honest always, right? I'm pretty sure this was a bot 4 if I didn't hit both of them. Right? Maybe it was a 4th. I might have been able to squeak by, right? Altruist Heavenly is really strong. I just would have had to go fast 9, right? So right now, imagine if I lose 4 more rounds. I would have been 9 with 1 HP, right? So I would have had to turn this around on 9. I think it's possible. It's just really risky, right? My board, like, basically this board is strong now because this is what my board plus 1 or 2 spots, right? I have 1 or 2 vacant spots on this team. I just take the Nico because it gives me Nico 2, which spikes my board, and I kind of don't really think I need. It's also a shred component with a tier, right? I can hit a bow and then I make Shiv. But the idea is that like I have to roll a little bit, and my 9 would be a little bit more delayed. So I probably would only be able to 9 this game on like 5-2. And I would have had to roll a little bit on 8 to stabilize. I could have stabilized around like a Lee Sin as well, like just having vertical Dragon Lord. There was options, so I'm not going to say it's like I high rolled and I guaranteed. It wasn't like the high roll guaranteed me, how do I phrase it? This high roll made sure that I'm top 4 for sure now. Right, but I'm pretty sure there was a way to play around this spot to get a top 4, right? So it's not the end of the world, right? I'm not gonna pretend like this was a low roll game or like I didn't high roll, but it was definitely a good game. Anyways, look, I think I'm playing like 7 faded, right? They have a faded spat, so they have a faded spat and a Syndra, so they're 7 faded. Right, look, both our teams are unkillable. Look, their whole team is on fire because of my Hui. Yeah, it ends up being a bad loss because I just don't have enough damage, right? But that's what I mean. You see how like this fight went poorly? Like a lot of the fights would have been like equally as bad. In this stage, I would have been very low HP. But anyways, I'm gonna have a huge spike next turn, which is Malphite 3. And then I'm probably just going to go straight to 9 and try and find a single copy of the other dude. Try and find a single copy of Wukong. But yeah, this is the tech in case you don't know. Like if you're playing Heavenly and you have the spot to play the Hui, you can just play Hui, duplicate up the Malphites, and then get really strong. Because it doesn't take that long. It only takes like 1 stage. Unless you like have no Malphites, obviously. Like here I had like 6 or so, right? Or I had 5 Malphites, so I only need to make 4. But it's a lot more value, right? Because this Malphite 3, like what else am I gonna duplicate? Like a random 4 cost? It's like I can hit that anyways, right? The Malphite's hard to hit. For how easy it is to duplicate them up. Anyways. Now I can hit like Kha'Zix 3. Well, Kha'Zix 3 is not gonna happen, right? Because I only have 2 Kha'Zix this whole game. And Nico 3 won't happen because I only have 3 Nikos, right? That guy that went Heavenly Reroll, he has Nico 3. He's holding a bunch of Malphites and he got Kha'Zix 3. So I just didn't natural any copies of these things, which just sucks because, like, out of all the games to play Heavenly, you pick one where somebody has Wandering Trainer or Heavenly spat. Like, this guy woke up today and was like, ah, yes. Oh, I'm hit Protector's Vow. No, Fenrir, you need Shred, you idiot. Oh, you fucking doofus. Sometimes I do dumb shit and I just don't. Also, did my Kha'Zix duplicate on neutral? Oh no, I found one in shop. I was so confused. I was like, wait, Kha'Zix? Okay, yeah, I just go straight to 9 here. There's quite a few options I can play. I'm rolling for a Wukong. But I could also play Dragon Lords. Right, I could play this Lee Sin. Yep. Lee Sin gives Duelist and 3 Dragon Lord, which is pretty good. Yes. Okay, there we go. I corrected my mistake. I should have made that first, right? I needed Shred on my team because my Wei is pretty much my only damage dealer. At this point, I might just keep Wei on the board and make a Wei 2. And I'll just lose the Dragon Lords and just keep Wei. But yeah, check this out. Look at my team. Is anybody taking damage? I don't see anybody taking damage. Do you see how tanky everybody is? Look at this shit, right? But it's just a matter of stacking so much defensive stats that it's just like it just makes it so miserably difficult to get through the front line. Now, my team does lack a lot of damage, right? Dragon Lord makes up for it because basically it makes everybody kind of attack faster, and stats like Dragon Lord and Sage are like the great level 9 stats. And what I mean by that is if you have a lot of units on your board and they're all like quality units or have like good stats in general, then it gives them a bunch of attack speed, a bunch of Omnivam and or AP. Like it basically just gives them a bunch of shit to use, right? So in this case, because all my units are really tanky and they kind of stay around for a while, having Dragon Lord really boosts the quality of my board because everybody just attacks faster. So now everybody's just really strong. Also, here's the guy that decided to go Heavenly Reroll. Like, he's stuck on level 7. Like, what did you do this for? Like, he has 0 gold level 7. There's no way he's ever making it to 9. Anyways, look at this. Is he strong at all? No, he didn't kill a single unit. I'm pretty sure I kill him here. Right? But I think this guy just didn't play his spot well. Like, what did he do? Like, he rolled on level, like, he rolled on 4 to play a contested line. Right? It's like, these are the people in my lobbies. Thank God I high rolled away, because that guy would have sent me, like, he wouldn't have made top 4 anyways, because like I'm not even that like I'm strong, but like the rest of the lobby also is stronger than him, I'm pretty sure, right? So he would have gone bot 4 with me for no reason. Like, I had a Heavenly Altruist spat and he's like, fuck it, I'm also Heavenly, right? And it's like, you know, thank God if I didn't high rolled away, I would have had a much harder game, right? But it's like stuff like that I look at, I'm like, what are you doing? Like I can understand playing towards like Yone or something like that, but it's like, bro, you're playing a line that's like not even that strong, and you rolled to 0 on level 4 to try and find all the copies of Kha'Zix, right? The reason you roll early on 3, it's like a strat that when you're playing a 1-cost reroll, because your odds are a lot higher when you're like lower level. But it comes at the cost of you like not being able to have econ the rest of the game, right? It puts you back like a whole level basically, right? So that guy was like level 7. Even if you were like playing a reroll, you're probably level 8 by now, right? So you're just so far behind. So it has to be like a really, really, really strong option for you to sacrifice so much of your game, right? And it's like, it's not a strong option. It's like I'm playing a contested option that's like a B tier team at best. You know what I mean? That's why I'm talking about it. I think as a teachable moment, just don't do that, right? Like Kha'Zix reroll is fine. I think you can play it in certain spots and you can win out. But like, don't destroy your econ to like hit it, right? Like, do it if you natural like 5 Kha'Zix and then roll on 5. Does that make sense? Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's say you natural 6 Kha'Zix. Yeah, fuck it. Roll on 5, because you won't need that much gold to roll on 5. Right? Anyways, I hit Wei 2. I'm gonna try and duplicate this Rakan. I still haven't found a Wukong, by the way. But that's fine, right? I'm not too upset. Like I said, there's no reason to duplicate the Kha'Zix to do the same strat as the Malphite. Because the crit chance, like, while it's really nice, it just takes too long, right? I think the crit chance isn't as good as hitting, like, the Rakan at this point. Also, this guy's close to Kai'Sa 3. Hello? Hello? Past Fenrir, start holding Kai'Sas, bro. But yeah, the quality of my board is so high now. Also, having an upgraded legendary, I think the heavenly stats obviously work best when you are playing a also I think I lost because the guy wrapped my Hui. Now I have no damage. Oh no, my Hui's alive. Oh shit, Hui's still here? Then I win for sure. Yeah, how the hell is this guy gonna kill anything? I have like 100 armor on everybody. What was I saying? Heavenly stats work best for frontline units. That's why the heavenly Yone line is so strong, right? Anyways, I'm counting Kai'Sa's. He's 0 gold level 9, so he can't hit anyways right now. But I do need to like look for it. I'm trying to debate what to do. Like what to duplicate. Because I already hit my board, right? I would love to so here, what you should do is you should not duplicate anything. But I think the game is so close to being over, right? Like everybody's 1 life except for me, that it's not really a strat. So I'm just like, I might as well just take gold anyways in case somebody lives. Anyways, this guy ended up playing Yone. I kind of dodged him the whole game, so I didn't get to see him. But that's fine. He didn't hit anyways, so whatever. Oh, he's really strong actually. Do I lose here? I think I still win because I just have so much defensive stats. Like, I don't think he can kill this Rakan. What was I gonna say? Oh no, he wins. Oops. Oh wait, unless, yeah, he wins. Okay, what I was gonna say is heavenly units work really best with frontline units because a lot of the traits like armor and like there's some of the traits like armor and certain things that don't really how do I phrase it? They don't work well on a backline unit, right? Like this way, the armor doesn't really matter that much. And like it matters a little bit, obviously, because extra tankiness, but the armor and the HP and all of those things, they're much better used by a frontline unit because the frontline unit can use all the offensive stats, right? Even if they're an AD carry or an AP carry, having attack speed, having extra attack damage, having extra AP, they're all useful, right? Because everybody has like at least some level of ratio between the two of them. But they also really use the armor and MR really well and the HP really well because they're in the fray, right? So having something like a Rakan 2, for example, this Rakan 2 benefits so much more from the heavenly than backline carries. That's why like a lot of the lines like Dragon Lord, which uses like Lee Sin Rakan, and Diana, and the other lines like, for example, the anyway, I'm rolling for this Kai'Sa to make sure this guy doesn't hit now. I don't find any, but whatever. Other lines like that's why the Yone line is so strong with heavenly, because Yone uses all of these frontline stats, and so does Kayn. So that's like a good rule of thumb, right? Typically something like having this Hui as your main carry isn't as good as per se as having a frontline carry like a Rakan, which, you know, he's not really a carry, but he's just like, he goes infinite, right, with the extra stats. Now I have Rakan 2, I have Hui 2. I'm pretty sure I don't lose to anybody. I have 3-item Rakan as well. I still don't have 7 heavenly, by the way, so I spike really hard if I find a singular dude. Anyways, I win. GG. It's a first. I didn't even spike yet. I still needed to find a Wukong. Like, hello? I wasn't even at my max cap. Anyways, I win. So that's like a little bit of the tech. You know, you don't have to tunnel vision into certain lines, right? I'm pretty sure that even though I was saying that Yone is really strong here, I didn't natural any copies of Yone anyways. So building towards the non-Yone items actually worked out really well, because building towards like backline AP carry worked because I ended up hitting Hui. I didn't even natural any Yones, and I would have been contested on the Yone line, so I might have it might have not been as high of a placement. But yeah, hopefully this was fun. Hopefully you enjoyed some of this. And yeah, some of these videos, some of them, you know, this one wasn't as exciting as some of the other ones I've posted, but hopefully it was still informative. We'll get back to grinding probably next week, so I'm just doing some updating or catching up on some old VODs, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. See ya.